wants a kid. And don't you get me wrong, you supporting kids is supporting our future. And our future is nothing less than you, a person supporting what you see on the future. Now I'm still going on sports. We are taking you to running. We are taking you to running. We are taking you to the race. Now we have Amusan as our person. Amusan is our person, and Amusan is running a race presently now as I'm talking to you. Amusan has done better in her race. That's the CAA. She won gold in Ghana, and we also have Chukwubube Enekwechi that opens his campaign with shot put. All these are international Nigerians holding sway in the sports of running. Amusa also beat her year best by doing 12.8 seconds. She did 12.8 seconds to beat her year best, and we also have Enekwechi did 12.82. It's a very wonderful time in the time of sports, and we also see a lot of hope coming within the stance of sports. It is nothing new, and it is the stance of sports. It is nothing new, and it is nothing surprising. Amusa has been a world class, and she has been showing her own recently. And most times we know that Nigerians are looking forward to the sports of running. And most of you don't know that they have clubs too. Just like you have clubs in football, they have clubs in running. And the IAAF Diamond is one of the most celebrated World Cup for athletics. So they have their own club. It's not just that you just come and become once upon a time. They have a league they run, and they have a system they play for. Now from running, I want to take you to boxing. I want to take you to boxing from running. That's not all we're still seeing in running. We're going to take you on a little bit of journey in running, because it's just coming to me now that they need to apologize to Amusan because she was being booed. Russell said they need to apologize to her. And Russell is also saying that they eye her a new world record. Amusan is preparing for a new world record. I feel like dropping this and giving her a round of applause. She is making the nation proud. She is making Nigerians proud. Nigerians push forward in sports and music. That's entertainment. They push forward in sports and entertainment to maintain their stand as the giant of Africa. A lot of people will ask questions and complain about this, but the truth there is this: Nigerians are holding their own when it comes to the world of sports, when it also comes to entertainment. Now let's not take you on too much huddle. Let's do something, and what we're going to do, we're taking you on boxing. For boxing lovers, it is the time for you. Now, boxing is not something people just come and throw hands on the glove. It's big business. There's a popular saying that says "Ijato dolani," that says fights that brings wealth. That is boxing. It's not about you going to punch somebody. It's about you having fun while throwing punches to make ends meet, and also create record for yourself, and also create record for the world of sport. The audience in boxing are surprised to see this, because Nigeria has been the home of great boxers. We have a lot of people with Nigerian names, just like Anthony Joshua. We have Moses Otuama. We have a lot of boxers who are Nigerians. But today, I'm only talking about this person known as Ituama. Usyk said Ituama will be the next undisputed heavyweight champion. Ituama last year beat White in just 109 seconds with what we call a snap punch to the jaw. 105 seconds. Ituama beat White. It's not something anybody can just pull out. The guy is just 20 years of age and he is doing wonders in the world of boxing. You can see his two hands. It's a British-born Nigerian and he's not forgetting his roots. That is the guy with his slick punch. That's, that stance is what I call the praying mantis stance. If you do that stance, it means you want to throw anyhow, but it lowers guard your defense. Ituama is not just a body puncher, he's a point puncher. He knows how to give body shots. Ituama is no new. He looks like a very fine guy, but when you come into ring with him, he behaves like a monster. Usyk has applauded Ituama, saying that Ituama is going to take the world by storm. He is just 20 years of age and he's raking millions through boxing. He beats a veteran in 109 seconds. Does not show you anything further than an undisputed to be in the making. We're not going to take much of your time with boxing. We want to shift the attention to what you guys have been waiting for. We want to shift the attention to what you guys have been waiting for. Ituama is not new to you if you have been on the screen. We bring you boxers who not just make the names, we bring you boxers who have their roots in Africa, boxers who have their roots in some countries, but mostly Africa, then before we take you to the world of boxing around the world. Now I want to give you one or two interesting things in the world of football. Most of you have seen football as just a game. Is a big money thing, and we do well to bring to you the record-breaking event in any sports, in anything that's going on in the world today. There's a record-breaking event in sports, and that sports we're talking about is football. The MCR will do well to bring pop-up off the dailies that will touch down on sports, on football, that what has been going in football this rounding up week. From last week to this week, there will be a lot of rounding up, preparing themselves from the UCL, UEFA Champions League, and also preparing themselves for the upcoming World Cup. But as it is, football is not taking the back stage. On your screen, you will be seeing what football is the kind of football going on presently, and the tournaments that we are facing presently, and those that have been played. MCR do well to put the Sport Extra. Do well to put the Sport Extra. What you're seeing on the screen is Nigeria versus Zimbabwe match preview that was played yesterday. Nigeria versus Zimbabwe match preview that was played yesterday. Nigeria won, that's the Unity Cup. Nigeria won by 2-0. Nigeria won by 2-0. That's what you're seeing on your Sports Extra. End of an era. Stars who quit EPL in 2025-2026 season. You have Casemiro, you have Silva, you have John Stones. They are quitting with Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola spent 10 years in Man City. So we also have Maresca that has been planning to take over. Maresca has been planning to take over since. Now Maresca have what we call the clarion call to take over and change Man City to what it is and what it has become. Now what you're still seeing on your screen, we have Spalletti wants Salah. Spalletti is not an ordinary coach. He's the coach that took Napolitano, known as Napoli, to the Serie A After him, he went to try being the coach of Italy. The spell with Italy did not work. The romance was sour, and very, very sad. The romance was not palatable at all. So he left to coach Juve, bringing Juve to its present form now. And as it is, Spalletti is preparing himself, to garner enough players with enough arsenals to be able to contest in the top flight of the Serie A. So Mohamed Salah has left Liverpool, never walk alone. But as I'm talking to you now, Salah is walking alone. And like Dami Patient once said, now only you waka come. He is walking alone to Juve. I don't know if he will accept the offer or he will be going to the Arabs to take more money and also enjoy himself, since his religion is in tune to those of the Arabians. Now, still on the page before you, we have Dembele and Hakimi. They've resumed training. They had a knock. They've resumed training. I know Enrique is trying to play tricks on the Gunners because he fears that the Gunners have the tough defense. He needs to have one of the best attacks. Then we also see, just like what was on your screen, we also see Eagles off to flying start in Unity Cup. I just told you that the Unity Cup, if you had watched early starters, I told you that Unity Cup is a tournament played yearly, and the tournament is being sponsored by Jamaica, the states of Jamaica and the West Indies. They do this tournament to play Nigeria. Nigeria is the defending champion. Eric Suko Chill, our coach, Nigerian coach, beat Zimbabwe by 2-0. Now in that tournament we have 4 countries. The 4 countries here is 1, Jamaica, 2nd, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, and India. It will be interesting to watch India. There's an old story in Nigeria going on about India, that India once played a football and they had 99 goals against 1. Let's see if that will happen in this era of football. India is presently the most populous country on earth and have no record in football. If I mean no record, I mean they don't have any record in football. Just like China. China are one of the least best performer in football with all their technology. So no dissing. We are just saying this as it is. Then we have Spain coach backs Yamal to shine at the World Cup. Spain coach back Yamal to shine at the World Cup. While Nike unveils new Eagles collection. Nike unveils new Eagles collection. Ilechukwu to decide Rangers' future after Unity Cup. Rangers in Nigeria just won the Nigerian League and everybody is celebrating. And some of the players are looking forward to move to Europe to get the money back. I will say they deserve it. They should go and get the money back. And Ilechukwu is wondering what he will do next since he has been called up from this Unity Cup. And I like what Eric Chill is doing. Eric Suko Chill is using this opportunity to train other Nigerian players to give them what we call exposure, because we also have the CAN or the WAFU Nations Cup coming on your screen very, very soon. So, to digress a little, on what you're seeing on the screen, we have cricket. Nigeria Super League semi-finals emerge. Nigeria is playing cricket. That's on the page 2 of the Sports Extra. Then Amusan deserves an apology, like what I told you before going to football. You say, and Amusan deserves apology because people were looking down at her that she has lost form, but they don't know she is just doing what I call chill, relax, sustain, and succeed. That is what she is doing. She has already proven that to you on your screen. Then we have Celtic boss is looking at the McCoy on how he would place Iheanashaw's future. Now, why is he talking like this? Because Iheanashaw scored a brace. And they have 2 cups. They have the Premier League, Scottish Premier League, and they also have the Scottish Cup. And Iheanashaw played a very key role. And Iheanashaw says he doesn't want to leave. Now, still talking to you on what you're seeing on your screen, Sports Extra, the paper you're seeing on your screen, still talking to you on it. We have Fury won't fight Ruiz. Like I told you, Ruiz Jr. is an American-based boxer. He was born in Mexico, and he said that he wants to fight Fury. Why nobody wants to fight him is this. Even though with his sports betting, he has what we call cross-bow punches. He does not give body shots. He's a receiver. You can push him now to tomorrow. He keeps his body intact and come close to you just to aim for your weak point. That's why they can beat him, but it will be a waste of time to them because nobody fights him, and he does not fight very big fights. All he does is this: he fights for the money. Because of his size, and he does not move fast in the ring, it doesn't make the match interesting. He doesn't get big call-ups to big fighters, but he doesn't care. But he's a hard puncher, and he's not new to the game. Now you have the Gypsy King, who knows how to make money in this business. It's not about stripping himself low. He's not going to play such money game. He wants the game to be toe to toe, money for money, pounds to pounds. That's why he keep taunting and trolling Joshua. But this time he is not fighting Ruiz. He's not fighting Ruiz. Now still on football, there have been a roundup of all the league in Europe. There have been a roundup of all the league in Europe. To those of you who are just tuning in, it is your sports update on Opportune Television with the Star Force, coming to you live from the stable of Opportune TV, live in Lagos. We're just telling you as it is. Football has taken a break in Europe. West Ham has relegated after so many years. Remember, they are the first time they won for over 47 years, entering the final and eventually winning that final with David Moyes. Now, the management was angry when Moyes was losing, and Moyes also almost went to relegation last season. They said he is not fit to coach them this season, and the board made a horrible decision by bringing some coaches, and those coaches they brought ended them to this fate. Now, Espirito de Santos, with all due knowledge and all due discipline, is not, regardless, a small coach. Espirito de Santos has coached top clubs, and Espirito de Santos left Nottingham Forest for West Ham United. Now, the West Ham United has not been in their best lately. They have also been trying to, shift their gaze off the relegation corner and also put themselves in a way to be able to remain in the Premiership. But this season, it did not work for them. We will not be seeing the like of Jarrod Bowen. We will not be seeing so many wonderful players. And I know like 80% of the players will leave because the matches being played in the Championship is more than the matches they will ever play in the EPL. They have 24 teams and they play week in, week out. At times they play twice a week. And funny enough, they will start, the FA Cup early. They will start the FA Cup early. And you have over 5,000 clubs going to play the FA Cup. They use it to, the British use it to improve their football. They use it to look for youngsters, and they use it to also help what we call the gantry of cash and kind, helping players to maintain their feet. What you call reward for passion West Ham is relegated from the Premiership. If you want to watch West Ham, you will go to the Championship. But as it is, I believe West Ham will come back. I said I believe, I'm not telling you I'm sure. And I don't think Espirito de Santos will continue because he's a good coach. They have all that team begging for his attention. He was the one that took West Ham. He was the one that took Nottingham Forest to the top. Nottingham Forest almost lost their footing when he left because the chairman was busy interfering with the matters on the pitch. He should have maintained his stance and tell the coach what to do. They almost relegated this season, and we don't think they might still maintain their feet. With all due respect to West Ham, we don't think they might still respect their feet. So as it is now, in football, we have Inter Milan. Loreto Martinez is standing on double cup in Inter Milan. Inter Milan has just won double cup. They won the Serie A and they also won Coppa d'Italia. The Coppa d'Italia, Loreto Martinez scored twice, gave a brace to win that cup. So Loreto Martinez is an Argentine player who is going to the World Cup, and they are preparing themselves for what it seems to be to retrieve the World Cup back to Argentina. Argentina has won it 3 times. Brazil is the only country that have won the World Cup 5 times. And between the olden time and this new time, they are still not resting. They are still not resting. The MCI is expected to put more pictures on football and more pictures on everything seen on your screen. So the MPR had little glitches. They will do well to correct that in subsequent time. But as we're looking on your screen, it's still sports updates with the Standard Force, and we're talking to you live from the stables of Opportune Television, the station that gives you the opportunity to ask for more. Yes, we want you to ask for more. You can not for more meat this time, more entertainment, and you can also call us, follow us on all social media handle. On all social media handle, you have your Facebook, you have your YouTube, you have your Instagram, you have your TikTok. Comment. You have good content to show. Bring your content. Let us talk to you. You want to come up the show, you want to be a guest, you can dial our numbers. You can also call our numbers that will soon be showing on your screen. But let me do the verbal banter with those numbers for you. We have 070 0700 0095 0700 is a special number for the studio. You can call us at any time. You can also relate with us at any time. We will be leaving this stage in a jiffy because we have more programs set up for you that is slated to happen today to enjoy the Eid season, to enjoy the third Eid Kabir, that Eid Mubarak, and to also enjoy the Children's Day. The children are not left out. The children are not left out. That is what we'll be having to you in sports. Now, I also want you to stay tuned on this station, keep it real, and you can send your comments to us